on Droid X, also worked on the original Droid. We're really excited that so many people came out and
why is he in the way?
about the product.
No, not
Hopefully
I
some
wish.
of you got some, and I think I saw one or two floating around. And yeah, so I'll get into it. I just want to give an overview of the product so you guys know what you're celebrating. So the Droid X. I think the first thing you notice about the Droid X is its massive 4.3-inch display. If you haven't seen it, here's mine. It looks big, but it's actually really good. I mean, maybe I have big hands, so it looks kind of small on them, but once you start using it, it's hard to go back to anything else. It's got HD camcorder, 8-megapixel resolution capture as well, so it takes great pictures. You can leave your pocket camera at home. It has HDMI, so you can share your content on your big screen TV. It has a mobile hotspot, so you can actually share your internet connection with other devices. It has a 1 gigahertz OMAP class processor and more. So yeah, I'll get into that a little bit later. And then as other Motorola Android devices, it also has advanced social skills, so it does all the things you'd expect a modern smartphone to do. And it's actually really good for business as well. So let's talk about the 4.3-inch display first. It's 35% larger than the leading competitor. If you don't see the bullet point, it's that from that fruit company we all know about. Has a WVGA resolution display, which actually on this side stretches out to be very, very nice. So when you look at web pages, you can see the whole web page with crystal clear quality. It has a 16:9 aspect ratio. So that's actually important because when you're doing widescreen movies or you're looking at widescreen pictures, things like that, on other phones that don't have this aspect ratio, you get these black bars. So I'm sure you guys don't like black bars. I don't either. So it's really good to have a display that you can then watch a movie or look at your pictures on it. Completely fills the display. The large display also is great for QWERTY entry, soft QWERTY entry. So you have multi-touch QWERTY keyboard that you can use with both fingers to type out your messages, and it's as good or even better than a hardware keyboard. And then this is coming from someone who worked on Droid, and I was a big fan of the hardware keyboard. We also ship with Swipe, which is, as many of you know, I'm sure, a great third-party app that allows for doing gestures to enter in your text. I'm not really good at it, but I know a lot of people are. And it has TFT technology, which I know there's a lot of kind of buzz about OLED and all these other technologies, but TFT is still really great when you're using your phone outside, which is where a lot of people use their phone. The other thing that is really great about this device is it supports 720p HD video capture and 8-megapixel still capture. And it's the first Verizon smartphone with this capability enabled at launch. It supports really cool kind of effects on top of that, including slow motion capture, so you can capture like a beach ball or like your kid running like in normal speed because they usually run fast, and time lapse, which kind of gives you that cool effect as well. It has 3 microphones, so it has one actually over here. It has one where you'd expect it, and then one on the back, actually over here. So those 3 microphones actually help. First of all, it really helps with call quality, noise cancellation, all that. But we added scenes to the camera to actually enable you to have different modes. Like if you're narrating kind of a video, you have a mode for that, so it uses this microphone. If you're trying to capture kind of stuff that's going on in the distance, like a concert or something, it's got a microphone here. And then it also has this one for kind of an all-around feel. So if you've ever been at a concert, capturing, for some bands that allow it, like 9 Inch Nails, that's a good band, and you can capture it with your Droid X with no problems. You can also share your video very easily. So we support uploading to YouTube and a lot of other places from the phone. The 8-megapixel camera actually has a mechanical shutter that's built in, which allows for faster capture and sharper stills. So it's competitive with a 20-inch camera. And it's got built-in picture and video editing provided by that guy, Microsoft, over there, the representative here, so he's really proud of that, I'm sure. And it really helps kind of get the right thing done to your media before you output it and share it to the world. It also capture when it detects faces in the crowd, or whoever you want to capture. So that kind of helps with capturing the moment. And has touch to focus, which is helps kind of get the right focus in the picture. And it also has dual LED flash, so it really helps brighten a dark room when you're trying to capture the picture. So this phone also, aside from the camera, aside from the the big display, it's got some really great specs in it. It's got OMAP Series 1 gigahertz processor with a dedicated GPU, so it means it's great for web browsing, great for games and 3D games, and really getting the most out of your phone. It's got DLNA built in, so you can share your content to your PlayStation 3 or your Xbox or some other devices. Really kind of removes the need to kind of transfer content to your device. You can kind of just access things on your PC or other devices in your home. It also supports kind of controlling playback of those devices, which is kind of something that other competitors don't do. So you can actually, from your device, control the playback of content on, like, let's say your TV or your PC. So Windows 7 really has that support built in. It's really cool functionality to take advantage of. As I mentioned before, it has HDMI cable, so you can play back your content on your big screen TV. Has a feature that, this is actually one that I worked on. I worked on others too, but this is one that's kind of new to the smartphone space. It's like an app called MediaShare, which is a wizard that really helps guide you to the right technology. So whether it's DLNA or Bluetooth or USB, to a lot of end users, they don't know what that means. They don't know what USB is compared to DLNA. So this really kind of has a nice UI wrapped around it, those technologies that help you find the right technology for you. So, so we're really excited about that one. The 3G mobile hotspot, as I mentioned before, and then of course Verizon's awesome network that gives you great 3G speed. So yeah, advanced social skills. So like other Motorola devices, it comes with the capability to kind of connect to your friends via Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, all these other destinations. It supports kind of push notifications from these services, so you can get up to the minute information. It supports all the email services that you can think of, so Gmail, Yahoo, and so on. So and that's push as well. So especially with Gmail, you can kind of get it as soon as it comes into your inbox. The query is great as well for kind of keeping in touch with your friends, and really getting content out of it's great as well. So uploading to Facebook or PhotoBucket or all these other destinations is super easy. You can do like one-click uploads from the phone. It also does business really well, as I mentioned at the beginning. So it supports calendar syncing from Google Calendar and Exchange. So if you have a work calendar in Exchange and you have a Google Calendar set up, you can kind of see them together. It does the Exchange corporate email as well, so you can stay in the loop with what's going on at work if you want to. And it supports the remote wipe and PIN enforcement that a lot of companies require these days, so you can actually use this phone at work if you happen to buy it for yourself, or maybe you can convince your boss to get it for you instead of that other smartphone brand. And great QWERTY again. This slides have QWERTY all over them. And the mobile hotspot and the 1 gigahertz processor really helps with the multitasking. So you can run up to 6 access up to 6 apps. You can run many more apps on it. So your Pandora works really well in the background and other things that you're trying to do. So it really does a lot of things really well. I'll also give a plug for the accessories that we ship with it. So on the original Droid, we also had a car dock and a desk dock accessory, and we continue that legacy with the Droid X. We also enhanced the functionality. So we took a lot of user feedback we got for the car dock and desk dock and really took it to heart and updated the apps accordingly. So with both of those, you can actually add your own apps to launch from those different places. So in the car, you can add Pandora to launch, so you can stream when you're driving. On the desk dock, you can add your weather widgets and other things you